Hello guys, and welcome to Vlogmas Day 2, and welcome to Wisdom Wednesday. This Wisdom Wednesday, I want to talk about don't give up. Keep trying. And the reason why I say that, and the reason why this is a topic, is because sometimes we fall into a sad mood, and sometimes we don't see the light at the end of the tunnel. And I think for me, at least lately, it's been about just getting through the next minute, the next 5 minutes, the next 10 minutes, and just to know that I'm okay. So I think we hear that all the time, but we can't see it when we're in our own mess of emotions and in our difficult places. Sometimes it looks like you're in a dark cave, but you can't find your way out. And you don't want to be stuck in this whirlwind of darkness. Everybody wants that light, that joy, and they just want a way out. But you don't know how to get there. And to be honest, sometimes I don't know how to get there either when I'm in those spaces. But I just think about all the good things that I've done, on all the good things that I have. That creates a little bit of light in those spaces. And just thinking, you don't have to be perfect at everything because nobody's perfect. You don't have to do everything because, one, you're a human being, and two, there's only 24 hours in a day. And some of that time of those 24 hours in a day, you gotta sleep, you gotta eat, you gotta take a shower, and you gotta relax in there somewhere too, because it all becomes a little overwhelming. And when everything becomes overwhelming, that's when the darkness starts creeping in that tunnel. So if you can do something that gets your focus on something else and not the stress that you feel, that can get you through the next 5 minutes or sometimes the next minute, because sometimes getting through 5 minutes can feel overwhelming, especially for me sometimes. So if you can get through the next minute, or if you gotta take it as the next 60 seconds to just breathe, think, concentrate on a calm feeling, smell some roses, smell some jasmine, smell some lavender, whatever smells good to you, it's your choice, then do that. Because it'll make the tunnel you feel, it'll make you feel like you're coming out of it a little bit, and then you might see the light. There is always a light, but when you don't see it, it doesn't mean that the light's turned off. It doesn't mean that. It just means that the light got dim and it got further from you. So don't think that you're not trying when you're working through your situations, your feelings, your emotions. You are trying. It's just that it's your process of how to get through those situations, moments, difficult spots, however you would like to say it. You are trying. You are not giving up, but you have to go through your process. And no one can tell you what your process is. If you gotta cry, if you gotta scream, if you gotta shout, if you gotta be quiet, it's yours. And as long as you own it, you can get out because it won't drown you. You're owning it. You just have to walk through it. You don't even have to jump over it. Don't jump through hoops that you're not ready for. Just take it 1 minute, 60 seconds. And each time you get through it, you can add a minute to it. The next time you got out a little bit, the next time you tell yourself, I got through 1 minute of this. Now I can get through 2 minutes of this. By day 4, you might be able to get through 5 minutes of it. And that's perfect. But as you do it, you come to realize you are stronger than you ever knew before. Just for that brief moment of whatever it was, you let that doubt creep in, and we all do it, because I do it too. And lately, I had been doing it a lot, letting everybody's opinions or mean thing of me come in my head and take over me. And do I fault myself for it? Of course I do, because I know better than that. But it can be hard sometimes when it's constantly coming at you at rapid speed and you just let it take you under. Do I feel guilty for it? No, because I'm human. And you shouldn't feel guilty for it either. If you just once let some doubts, some heartbreak, or some feelings creep in, because you are supposed to feel. That's how you know something's working. If you feel something, it's just there to let you know you are human and you are still standing. And honestly, no one can pull you under. They only can pull you under for a time being. They can't pull you under forever, because eventually they won't look so giant to you. They'll eventually look small to you. Because every giant has a weakness. You just can't see it because they have power over you. Because they either said something, done something, or just made you feel like anything was impossible. Because they know they can do that. But you have to know that even though they're a giant to you, they're really small for making you feel unworthy, unwanted, sad, angry, frustrated, whatever feelings they try to press upon you. They're small for that, because nobody should make anybody feel like that. They're small. They're not the giant that they look like to you, because they took over your feelings, they took over your emotions. They're the small ones. They just look giant for now because you can't see the light, and most of the time I can't see it even when people act like that. Let's just be honest. I can't see it either. But it's just like, okay, panic sets in, and you feel what you feel. And if you panic, it's okay, because we all panic. I've panicked before. You just have to ride it out. That's the best thing I can say. You have to ride it out. Even though it's uncomfortable, it's really uncomfortable. It makes you feel weird, sick sometimes. When you panic, it makes you feel a whole lot of symptoms that you don't usually feel. But that doesn't make you less than just because you panicked. It makes you human because you're working through that uncomfortable feeling. It's just taking over you because you're working through it. So that's what not giving up is working through the hard things, even when you don't feel like it. And if you can get through 1 minute, then you can get through another minute. If it takes you 7 days to work up to doing something for 7 minutes, then you did something. At least you grabbed a minute every day. You can do something for a little bit longer every day. And that's accomplishment. Don't look at it as, oh, it's a small accomplishment. It's an accomplishment. Any accomplishment is great. Anything is great. Anything that you do is great because you accomplished it. You can't let or look at somebody else because those are their expectations of you, not your expectations. And sometimes fulfilling other people's expectations can cause you to feel bad, sad, mad, happy because you feel like everybody else's expectations is overwhelming. So when you feel like that, create your own expectations for yourself. Like I said, get through 1 minute, then the next day you get through 2 minutes, and so forth and so forth. So if you enjoyed this segment of Wisdom Wednesday, let me know down in the comments. If you've ever felt like giving up, let me know down in the comments. And share your advice on not giving up. What do you do when you feel like there's no light at the end of the tunnel? What I do, I just take it 1 minute at a time and try not to let other people's expectations of me take over and create my own. So if you want to be the next person to give the next Wisdom Wednesday segment, all my social media will be linked below. My email will be linked below as well. You can reach out to me on any of those. And let's have a conversation in the comments. Remember, don't give up. Just get through a minute. And at the end of the day, fight for yourself. Because sometimes there's not somebody fighting for you. So sometimes you gotta fight for yourself. Remember, I'm always thinking of you, sending my love. You are always in my prayers. And bye for now.